Back live with Jayla Gray, who is still at the scene. Jayla?
Yeah, Mark, it happened around 12:30 earlier today here on Samuel and Route 13 eastbound, just next to SI Bowl. Now, of course, traffic is flowing like normal now, but just about an hour ago, state police had this scene blocked off for about 4 hours to investigate. At this point, we have gotten confirmation from state police that a 31-year-old man was killed in that two-vehicle accident. Also, a 3-month-old child was rushed to a local hospital and flown to a regional hospital with life-threatening injuries. Now, there were some other injuries involved, as well as preliminary reports on the investigation into this accident. We just got this notice in right before we came on air, so I haven't had time to go through the entire report now. What we do know is that one driver was cited for failure to yield the right-of-way at the intersection, and there could be more charges pending the investigation. Now, we will bring you the latest on this as the details become available. For now, reporting live from Carterville, Jayla Gray, News 3. Just as the cars collided, several witnesses rushed to the scene to help. One of them shared his story with us tonight. As traffic piled up around Williamson County on Wednesday, Marty Peters was having a day at work he will never forget.
I had my back turned over here, and all I heard was the noise.
It was the sound of a deadly two-vehicle accident at the Samuel intersection. Without a second thought, Peters and a coworker rushed across Route 13 to help.
He was calling 911 at the same time we were heading that way. We were heading that way before the vehicles even came to rest.
State police say a white Impala heading south on Samuel failed to yield the right-of-way, causing an eastbound black Tahoe on Route 13 to crash into the passenger side. Peters could hear a woman in the Tahoe saying she couldn't get her door open and crying for her baby. So he ripped her door open and went to help the child.
I unbuckled him, and he came to me. And I'll never forget the way he was shaking.
Soon after helping the woman and her baby out of the Tahoe, he realized the people in the Impala were in much worse shape.
I saw him get the baby out. Somebody was trying to do CPR. Baby was unresponsive. And next thing I know, they're running towards the ambulance with the baby, and the baby's just limp.
State police say that 3-month-old baby and the 20-year-old driver of the Impala, Jeremy McGee of Marion, were both flown to hospitals with life-threatening injuries. A passenger in the Impala, 31-year-old David Lyerla, was pronounced dead on scene. Peters says his instincts took over in a terrifying ordeal, one he's still trying to cope with.
And then to come to find out that behind me somebody died, probably on impact. As I was jumping over the ditch, somebody was dying, is what I think.
We got some hot dogs and some burritos, and that's pretty much it.
Nearly empty freezers inside and outside. Thousands will line up every Thursday hoping for some of what's left at West Frankfort's Crosswalk Community Action Agency. In his 2 years as food pantry coordinator, Jacob Walk has noticed a surprising change in the people needing help.
I've noticed a lot more working families come in. You hear a lot of people, they're just swinging by on their lunch break or before they go to work or right after they get off work.
In Pinckneyville, single working mom Gina Rains visits the Least of the Brethren food pantry on a regular basis, but she'll never forget the first time.
That's a very humbling experience. It's a very humbling experience. I cried. It was hard because they were just so generous with it, but they were able to make sure that my kids ate that night all the way through the week.
Rains, a 7-year volunteer, delivers food to others in the community.
Sometimes I would show up and they didn't even have food in their cabinets. They didn't have food in their fridge at all.
5 freezers, no meat in the last 4 months.
But that food so many desperately depend on may soon run out. George Cully says in the 18 years he's run the pantry, he's never seen it so low, as the number of people it serves has more than doubled.
The children don't understand, the grown-ups do. They sacrifice, but the little children suffer, not the little children there. They don't understand when mommy, daddy ain't got a job, or they're looking, well, there's no food on the table. They go to bed hungry or wake up hungry.
Hunger is alive and well in Southern Illinois, and it does not discriminate. It can happen to anyone.
That's our neighbors' kids, our cousins, uncles, sisters, brothers. You don't know who might be struggling. They might be hiding it. They might just go hungry.
It's a problem that gets solved one donation at a time.
Jayla, I understand you're giving out Krispy Kreme donuts in exchange for donations.
That's right, Dennis. We've kept from eating them, and I actually was just giving one out just as you started talking to me. They are fresh too, so we're giving out a Krispy Kreme, and we're giving out one of these sling bags when you come out with your donation here tonight in West Frankfort. Now, as you can see, the table is really starting to fill up. This is West Frankfort's side. This is Crosswalk Community Action Agency. They're starting to really get the donations rolling in. Now, over here, Joe's panning over to where we have Pinckneyville's Least of the Brethren Pantry. They are really piling up with the donations. Great for the away team, bringing those donations out tonight. So as the Redbirds take on the Panthers on the football field, these two pantries are going against each other to see which one can bring in the most donations tonight. Now, Crosswalk Community Action serves about 2,000 to 4,000 people a month. Least of the Brethren serves about 900 people a month. Both of these pantries are in dire straits right now. Least of the Brethren says in the 18 years they've been running, they have never seen their shelves this low. They may soon have to close if they can't restock their supplies. Both pantries also tell me that the face of hunger is really changing as they are seeing more and more working families coming through needing help than ever before. So it is more important than ever that you come out here, help us sack hunger, bring your donation tonight. Again, we will give you a free Krispy Kreme and one of these free sling bags as long as they last. So come out, help us sack hunger in West Frankfort. Reporting live, Jayla Gray, News 3.
News 3's Jayla Gray will play a big part in tonight's festivities. She's out there getting ready to enjoy some great music. Jayla, how is it going?
Hey Dennis, I am here in the grandstands where thousands of people will fill these stands later to watch the country music legend Charlie Daniels Band perform, and Leroy Parnell will open the night for him. I'm joined right now with Fair Manager Patrick Buchan. Patrick, this is a big night for you guys. Charlie Daniels Band, that's a pretty big deal for the DuQuoin State Fair.
You bet. We hope so, and we still have a few tickets left, but we've had wonderful ticket sales, and Charlie's one of the greatest, one of the most kindest performers that we'll have at the fair.
We were talking about the economic impact, and we were mentioning, not every band brings a lot of money to the area, but this is actually a big deal for DuQuoin and for the surrounding area.
Absolutely. Not only will Charlie sell enough tickets to make us whole, but he brings in such a crowd that spend money with our vendors, spends money in the rides, spends money with everything that we bring here. So it's a huge economic impact. People stay in the hotels, and it's just a tremendous revenue generator for us.
We were talking about economic impact. This is your first year here as the fair manager, and you are the fair manager of both fairs in the state. You've got a lot going on, and we were talking about how combining those two into one position is really actually saving in a lot of ways for the state.
It is. We've been able to find some synergies in entertainment and booking one up there and booking another one down here where we get a little better deal if we get 2 for 1. So we've been able to save some dollars in that regard. Obviously, one salary versus 2 salary, but I think the most important thing is that whatever we do in Springfield or in DuQuoin, we're able to share those. And you guys do a lot of things down here in DuQuoin that we would love to do in Springfield and vice versa. So we're really enjoying those synergies.
Thank you so much, Patrick. We appreciate you. And as he said, tickets are still available for the Charlie Daniels Band performance tonight. That's here in the grandstand. There's also several free concerts as well going on here at the DuQuoin State Fair tonight. So come on out here and see us for WSIL night. Enjoy all the fun. Reporting live in DuQuoin, Jayla Gray, News 3.